Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Untold with yours truly, Ahmad ALMazeedi and
Hadeel
Hadeel
AlMusaileem.
AlMusaileem. Today
Yeah.
we have a healthy episode. No,
I mean,
it's
more
fitness
episode.
world, which is health,
Yeah, I mean,
and body health, bodybuilding,
about timing because I
muscles.
just had hot chocolate.
Just had hot
I,
chocolate.
I
Great,
think that's
great,
not like I
great
don't.
start.
Yeah, a great start. Like
But you've been hitting the gym quite regularly in the past, I would say, 4 months, right?
few months, yeah,
Mhm.
and I've been sticking to some sort of like healthy
That's good.
diet. But that's not my topic.
Yes.
We're gonna
our
talk
topic.
about the well-known
Mhm.
coach,
Yes.
Badr Al-Ujairi.
Jerry, and he has a list of accomplishments, list of certificates. Let's bring him on and hear from him right after this. We're back on the show being joined by our very special guest, Badr Alojairi, a coach, a health coach, not a health coach, sorry.
Well, you have an interesting CV
You have
to get to the
I
bottom.
don't know how to summarize it, but you're a coach.
You're a coach.
Yeah.
You are into powerlifting. You
Yes.
train UFC. I don't know what it's called, but you train a lot of
Physical
people.
conditioning, all that stuff, strength
Conditioning.
conditioning.
So if I'm gonna go through your CV, it's gonna take a while. So how about you introduce yourself and tell us more about yourself?
Sure. My name is Badr Alojairi. I'm a mechanical engineer. I'm also
left that
a-
part. We left that,
yeah,
we left
yeah,
that
that
part.
part. The most
Sorry about
important
that,
part.
but it was so interesting to see all the other
Yeah.
things.
Yep. So
Okay.
I'm also a strength and conditioning coach.
Strength and conditioning coach.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So engineering and coaching,
How
how
is
does
that?
that work together?
So I started first as a mechanical engineer. I studied in Miami, Florida International University, back in
Nice.
2008. Before that, I was in an Australian College of Kuwait. I
Oh.
did got my diploma over there.
Okay.
During that time, I was also an athlete. I used to play soccer. I used to do judo too. And then I was developing some knee injuries because of judo.
Oh, okay.
That injuries, was it took me a while to recover.
Sounds like a dangerous sport now. That was
Not
like-
really. It's just
How did you
you're not.
get-
Just
I wasn't
happened.
really physically fit for that
Oh,
sport.
okay, okay.
So how did
So-
you get introduced to that sport in the beginning?
In the beginning, I loved
Trying
martial
different
arts.
things,
Yeah,
okay.
I was one of my friends is like, hey, do you want to do judo? It's like, oh, sure. And then I ended up joining. He didn't join. So, but I loved it. I loved the sport. I continued for a couple of months, and then when I started developing some knee injuries, both my knees, because I wasn't really strong back then. I was a skinny dude, but coach used to let us lift heavy guys, and throw them around because judo, you gotta take the guy and throw them to the ground. So
Aggressive.
yes, yeah, it was kind of aggressive. But and then the knee injuries didn't go away. But then when I got accepted to go to school in the United States, I was still had that knee injury, but I was still trying to do physical therapy over there, trying to learn why my injury is still there. I couldn't pray, for example. When I used to pray, I used to sit down in a chair and pray because of knee pain.
The pain.
Yeah. And then with time, I was still interested. It's like, why am I not getting better? So I started taking some more certifications and trying to learn how the body works. And I understood that you need physical training before you start any sport. So you need to progress very slowly. So you need to have stronger legs, stronger core. You need to develop the strength before you do any sports. So that's how I got introduced into sports. But in general, I started being healthy because I went to the doctor one day because I used to get very sick, and then the doctor told me that he asked me a question like, do you smoke? And I said no. It's like, you have the lung of a person who smokes 20 cigarettes a day.
But how,
So
how would that?
exactly. So I was surprised because
Yeah.
my dad was next to me.
Is it
And my dad was
secondhand
looking at me. I was like,
smoking
"Do you
then?
actually smoke?" I was like, "No, I swear to God, I didn't do it." So yeah,
Could
so
be secondhand
exactly.
smoking.
So I used to go to Duania a lot. and I
Oh,
used to use my friend. I
wow.
was the only person who does
That
not
is-
smoke.
Oh,
And then
Secondhand
after
smoking
that-
is a real thing, guys.
Oh yeah, definitely.
wow. I
Definitely.
didn't think it was To that
No,
extent.
it is. It is. Even though I don't go to Diwani a lot, maybe like 3 times a week, but it's
Wow.
just.
You still got the side effects of hanging out with
Yes,
smokers.
exactly.
Yeah, so anyone who smokes, just be
Uh-huh.
careful
Yeah,
of
go to your
flirting.
smoking designated spaces and
And
leave us
don't
alone.
hurt other people because
Yeah.
it's a real thing.
And that's how I got introduced into
A healthy
fitness, health,
lifestyle.
and
Yeah.
fitness. Exactly.
Tell me about your journey in Miami, obtaining your mechanical engineering degree,
Mhm.
the Bachelor of Sciences. So tell me about that experience as a student in the States.
It was a really nice experience.
Mm.
It was very different in the way I was studying in Kuwait, in Sterling College of Kuwait, because there I learned how to organize my time,
Mm.
and that was really important because
Time management that is
exactly
important,
time
yeah.
management is very important because the first year I was struggling to get past classes,
Mhm.
but then I started to look at the people, like how do they manage their time,
Yeah.
because they used to work.
Mhm. Yeah,
Some people
they
have
would work,
kids, they were
study,
studying.
have kids,
It's incredible.
work out all
Yeah,
the same day.
exactly. I don't need it.
I
I
can
didn't
only
even
manage
work, and
to do
then I
one
still
of
can.
those.
Exactly.
So you were studying in the States.
Uh-huh.
What year was that?
That was
2008, you said,
2008.
started? Yeah.
2008.
Yes.
And then you got introduced to more sports in there. What
Yes.
happened?
So I used to work out, but I still have that knee injury. I was still in physical therapy. And then I got the last couple of years. I started in 2014, late 13. I got introduced. I wanted to compete actually in bodybuilding, and then I used to train in between my classes because I start very early in the morning, 8 a.m. By the time it comes noon, I'm very tired, because I didn't want to go back to sleep, or I didn't want to stop. So that's when I used to go work out at noon, 1, 2 p.m. That's get my workout in, get energized, get my energy back,
Then
and
go
then
back
after
to
that,
your
I go back to
classes.
studying until late at night. So
That
that I used to do it.
That must have been
So-
very.
Oh yeah, and then I used to meal prep my meals and
Meal
everything.
prep.
Yeah, that's
Tell me
Meal
about your
prep.
meal.
Yeah.
What was your meal prep like?
oof. To be honest, looking
Because
back
it's
then,
hard.
I was very disciplined because look, when I
Were you counting
had to.
everything and
Yeah,
weighing
yeah.
everything?
No other options.
I went through that
Exactly,
phase. It
so-
was the only way that I managed to lose weight. Was
Yeah.
actually counting calories.
yes, and I used to eat. Right now, I'm much more aware of health because I used to eat very healthy, but I didn't really, I didn't enjoy much food. Now I do. I know how to balance it out.
Good.
But I was like a health freak. So
Wow.
chicken breast, broccoli, rice,
A lot
very
of
disciplined.
A lot of protein.
Exactly.
Carbs.
Whenever my friends want to go out to eat, and I eat my meal first and then go hang out with them. So I just get to
Wow,
enjoy
you're
a
that
little.
disciplined.
Very disciplined.
You get
I regret that right now.
you
looking
get a
back.
treat day once a week. A treat
Yes.
day, I call it. I don't call it
It's
a
a cheat
day.
meal. It's
Sometimes-
a
I
don't
cheat
say-
meal.
My,
Sometimes I do it.
My
I don't
nutritionist
believe in a
told me
day
not to
you
call it
have
cheat
one
day.
cheat meal.
Yeah, treat
Because
meal.
if
I
you're
said a
going,
treat meal.
if you're going in a calorie deficit diet,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
you don't want to mess that up
Of
the whole
course,
day
yeah.
because you're just gonna gain
So
back.
do you
all
have
the
that once a
calories.
week at least?
Oh yeah, right now I
Okay.
do. Yeah.
Good, good,
But
good.
that's also included in my macros.
Yeah,
And,
you
so
you
I always
count
include it.
macros.
Oh
The
yes.
thing is
That's
about-
next
I know,
level. That's
exactly,
next
yeah, yeah.
level.
Thing is about healthy lifestyle. Once you get to the goal,
Mm.
you have to commit because, and
I
that's
think
where
maintaining
people
is
fail.
harder than losing it however you want it to lose or gain
very
whatever you
true.
want to gain. Maintenance is
Oh yeah.
The
very
issue.
difficult. Is the issue.
It is very true.
How do we maintain from your perspective?
Persistence.
Nah, management, to be honest. with you.
Management.
Yeah, it's all about management, persistence.
But it's the cravings.
You need to consistency. Cravings is normal, but what you do is cycle. You get into like for example, 5 days a week. Try to be disciplined, work out, and then in the weekend, just
Try to
enjoy
be
it.
more relaxed.
Exactly. So what I do is,
It's a balance.
for example, I have 2 meals instead of 3 meals or 4 meals in the weekdays, but healthy, and then in the weekends I have 2 meals. For example, I go the weekend every Friday in the morning. I get some my pancakes in, whatever, and then I skip my lunch, and then maybe I have a small dinner, and then some protein shake in between.
Nice.
That will,
That
reach the
would
same
be
amount of
like-
macros
What
or
is your
calories.
caloric intake?
Right now it's very low because I'm trying to
1800? 1800?
No.
1800 right now.
1800.
I would say 18.
You think
not
that's
more
low?
than 1,000. no. For me, that's pretty low.
Yeah,
because
you
I can
know-
lose weight with that amount of calories.
Okay.
Girls can lose weight with that amount of calories because
Yeah,
I
of
know,
course.
I've seen some, athletes who,
Mm-hmm.
women,
Mm-hmm.
who consume about 2,000 something calories a day, maybe more,
It just
3,000.
depends on the body that you have, what you're going
Yeah.
after.
I consume about
You know.
1,500, so.
That's pretty
I
good.
was
That's
I
pretty
was
good.
doing 1800
Any
and it
any
worked for me.
less than that, then it might affect your
Might
basal
affect-
I
metabolic rate.
tried
So
1,200 for a starter.
That's too low. But I think for
yeah,
women it's different.
It's
it
still
depends if
low.
Depends.
It's
if
still
she's
low.
working out,
Right, right.
how
I am
long you.
working out. I
Yeah,
do
that's
hit
too
the
low
gym.
then.
I did fine with
But
the
it's still-
1800. It gave me results.
Yeah.
But it disappeared.
Because you did not follow.
Maintenance. The maintenance. I did not do the maintenance.
There's
Again.
something also called refeed too. Sometimes you need to, or diet break, for example. You need to break the diet, get back to
That's-
calorie maintenance for like a week or so, and then just to give that your body some the nutrients back and energy back, so it can continue the diet again.
So here I have a question since you were talking about, breaking whatever. So what I know is if you are, trying to avoid all the fats and the oils, then you have to have once or every 2 weeks a meal that's full of fats. That way you would lose weight faster. That's what I heard.
Not
A
necessarily
fatty
fats.
meal every week.
Every 2 weeks or
2 weeks?
something, because your body is you're
You
not.
want to shock your system, maybe?
No. It helps break fats in your body easier. That's what I heard, or that's what I've been told.
You mean fat or just carbs or what?
Carbs and fats and whatever. If
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
going on a calorie deficit
Definitely.
diet, then
Yes, you do
there's-
need a break.
yeah, you
That's
need a
called
break.
a diet
It's
break.
good for your system and
Exactly.
also good for your
Good for your
body.
hormones too. So because if you're in a low calorie diet for a period of time, then your hormones starting to get lower, testosterone drops. So for that you need to sometimes diet break to get it back to normal range, and then that way you can go.
And since we're talking about nutrition, I guess in some cases, if your weight is okay, like if the issue is not your weight, but you just want to gain more muscles, you can just fit in those these foods within your diet on a daily basis, but in like a very specific amount.
Yeah.
Like if you want to have some like fries, you can have little fries in the middle.
Little,
Of the day.
right?
It's true though, right?
Yeah,
It
that's
is
true.
true.
Yeah.
Just a bit of fries will be fine.
Yeah.
Everyone will be fine.
I
with
want
the
fries. We have fries
Do we
here.
have fries here? That's what's missing. Can we shed a spotlight on what is strength and conditioning as a coach and what you did throughout the years at Symmetry Fitness, and tell us about your experience.
So let's say strength conditioning is the top of the pyramid. Under strength conditioning comes the bodybuilding, CrossFit, whatever.
Yes.
So just strength conditioning is you have all the tools needed to get an athlete from the current level to a top high level athlete. So you choose all the whatever tools you need. For example, some athletes need more strength, some athletes more power, more speed, whatever. So you look at that athlete and see what demands he needs for that sport, and then you just train them for that. So, for example, as a ex-judo player, for example, I need a lot of leg strength, for example, and a lot of rotation.
Upper body
So-
strength, I would say too.
Of course,
Right.
a lot of grip strength too. So I
Grip
need
strength.
to give the athletes a lot of grip. Maybe not a lot of
Flexibility as well. I
yeah,
guess.
maybe a lot of pulling, for example, not a lot of punching, for example. There's
judo's into
yes,
more about
exactly.
punching, it's more
So
about-
so I need to give them a little bit more pulling, because you gotta grab somebody and pull.
I think you guys use the person's momentum against them
Yes,
as
exactly.
they're coming to you, right?
True.
That's nice.
Next question is.
I'm gonna ask
sorry.
you MMA fighters, but
Yeah.
not right now. Right after this break.
Awesome.
We're back on the show, and we left off with I wanted you to tell us about your experience training MMA fighters.
So I started training MMA fighters here in Kuwait actually before, and then just a couple of local dudes want to be MMA fighters, some jiu-jitsu athletes too. But then I went back to the United States after I graduated because my wife went back because she's gonna go study there. So fortunately, we went back to Miami again. So because I graduated from Miami, and then my friend opened a gym over there. And he started training MMA athletes,
Nice.
MMA fighters.
And it was a booming time for MMA fighters.
Oh
at that
yes,
time, too.
exactly.
Yeah.
But I went back in 2019, and then COVID happened. After COVID, a lot of businesses shut down,
Right, right.
unfortunately. And he was struggling a lot to just keep the
Keep
gym
the place
opening.
alive,
Exactly. So I told him like, hey, I'm gonna help me out, whatever you need. So we started training MMA fighters for free for a couple of months.
Get your
Because
reputation out.
exactly, get their reputation out.
Yeah.
And then these athletes started getting getting win one after the other, started growing. And then slowly we started, building a reputation, and definitely he has more experience in training MMA, and I also try to learn from him too, because his training methods are a little bit different than what I used to train. So I was trying to, learn from his
Because they
experience
need
too.
certain things for their fights.
Exactly.
They need to
So
get done.
yep, exactly,
Okay,
and that was
so-
very interesting.
You competed internationally. You competed in the Asian Championship. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so I competed in the Asian powerlifting championship.
Powerlifting championship.
I was first fortunate to be the first Kuwaiti guy to
first
from the
Kuwaiti.
national team to compete. So we used to compete as powerlifters before.
Right.
I used to compete in America too, in Florida. Also part of my Florida international team, powerlifting team. I used to got a good couple of gold medals and silver medals. And then when I got back to Kuwait, I kind of stopped powerlifting, but then we developed powerlifting committee. And then they asked a couple of people to join. It's like, hey, this is the first
And
ever.
CrossFit was booming too at that
Yeah,
time. so,
exactly.
yeah.
So that was in 2018.
Yeah.
So that was the first
Quite
time.
popular still, yeah.
Yeah. And right after 2018, powerlifting started growing very much in Kuwait. So I was fortunate to get called to do the bench press competition, and not just the full meet, which is just the bench press, not the squat and the
Right,
deadlift.
So this
So-
one in the Asian Games specifically was
Yes,
a
it was in
bench
Dubai.
press?
It was a bench
In
press
Dubai.
only.
Yeah.
So because I was very strong in the bench press, only two people competed, me and Faisal Shimri.
Okay.
I don't know what about the rest of the guys. We have so many talents. I don't know why they didn't show up. So
Okay.
yeah, so I
They
don't know
weren't
why.
mentally
They
prepared.
missed the flight.
Maybe prepared. Maybe it's because this competition is also tested for anabolic steroids. So
Oh.
we don't know
there
yet.
you go.
So
Okay.
There you
Are,
go.
are you,
so
are
they're
you
trying to clean.
accusing anyone?
I don't know. It's just I'm saying. So, but
Okay.
now a lot of talented athletes are competing. I don't compete anymore with the national team unless I'm called. But I just
Are
I'm
you against
more into.
performance enhancing?
Of course, yes, because
substances?
yes, of course, because you're cheating. Because a lot of people don't want to take it. So just
I've seen a lot of
I'd
athletes do
prefer
that.
exactly. So it's better to separate those people who want to compete and test like
Oh,
anabolic
yeah,
steroids.
yeah.
Just do that, and then people, and
They
then we
never did that, though,
kind of
right?
saw that in
Did
the
they
last
ever do that? They never did that, right? To
with the
make two
last
separate.
the last competition we actually did just a couple of weeks ago.
Oh,
So
this is in Kuwait.
yep, that wasn't
They
quite. That
were
was the
like
biggest competition.
Steroids
political
here,
competition.
normal dudes
They
here.
didn't really say that, but
They just
did
separate
separate
them
them.
in quiet.
Exactly, quiet.
You
It's like,
here,
you
and
know
the
where
people who
you
didn't show up,
belong.
the people who didn't show up, it's like we already know that.
We
they're-
okay.
Yeah,
He's using.
exactly.
we know
And
what
then-
happened.
Exactly.
So, do you think you have accomplished everything you want so far in sports?
I feel like he has a lot of ambitions left.
Yeah, I mean,
As an
what
athlete,
else
Yeah.
do you
of
wanna
course,
do?
no. There's always more in me
A
that I
higher
want to do.
ceiling.
Well,
to
the
reach.
next
There's
step,
always a
right?
higher ceiling to reach. yeah.
Actually, I wanted to compete in the first in bodybuilding in the United States, but I got introduced to powerlifting by mistake
Mm.
Oh, by
because I
mistake.
that was something I wanted to compete in bodybuilding or
Bodybuilding.
men's physique.
Okay, it's where you basically just show off your physique,
Exactly.
right?
So I had a good physique. I was told by
Nice.
a person over there. I was like, "Hey, you have good physique.
Mm-hmm,
Why don't you compete?" But then it's like, "Okay, let me just look about the legends of the power bodybuilding.
Mm.
Ronnie Coleman and Arnold Schwarzenegger. They all started as strength athlete. So
Right.
it's like, oh, maybe should be a strength athlete first because they had amazing physique
Mm-hmm.
when they were strength athletes too.
Right.
So that's when I introduced into powerlifting. And coincidentally, the same time, the powerlifting team in my school just started. It was like I joined them, and I got hooked up
Nice.
for powerlifting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Powerlifting is fun.
Yeah,
Can't
it
deny
is
that.
fun.
It's very, very, very fun. Now, I see a huge list of certificates. What, like, Are you a collector?
It's interesting. I don't know if I can remember all of my certificate that I
You
took.
Certificates,
know how
but
many
So
you have? The number at least?
I think seven
how
or
did you
eight.
get them?
Seven
So-
or
very
eight.
good
Wow.
Seven or eight,
question.
something like that.
Yeah.
So the first one I took was in 2014. Just
Okay.
that was just to be a certified personal trainer,
Okay.
just to get more,
Into
knowledgeable
it.
into
Mhm.
fitness, because I want to learn. Because I thought that I knew a lot,
Mhm.
but as soon as the more I learn, it's more certificates that I take, the less that I thought of. Like I didn't know nothing before, but then I took a certification called CPPS, and both level 1 and 2,
What does that stand for?
Certified Physical Preparation Specialist,
Okay.
and that was a game changer for me.
Level 1 and 2.
Yes, that was game changer for me, because the guys who taught me, or who gave the certification, they're very knowledgeable in football, MMA, a lot of wrestling. So it just gave me a lot of confidence in practical stuff.
Okay.
So for me, that was one of the best certificates that I took.
Certificates.
What made you, want to proceed into the, let's say, fitness world?
It's because when I told you I got injured, I want to learn how to, prevent my injuries. And then when I did that myself, I was like, oh, wow, maybe I can help other people too. So that's why I've been taking certification by certification, because I know that I can help other people too, or prevent them from, getting injured,
Right.
and maybe also help them recover from their injuries too, and of course to increase their athletic performance. And then a lot of people is like, "Oh, you're a really good trainer," because, and then that's how I actually starting to become a full-time strength conditioning coach. I still work in engineering, but maybe pretty soon
You would be leaving
I would be.
engineering?
Maybe we'll see.
And I'm not sure if that's a
Yeah.
good
No, yeah, I'm not. Maybe near future.
It's,
We never
it's
know.
right, like it's on
Yeah,
the list.
It's on the list. Yeah.
So
Nowadays I can manage both, so that's pretty good for me.
But your passion is there, not with the engineering, right?
Oh yeah,
Your
definitely.
passion is with the fitness.
Exactly.
Tell me about how you reach your clients and in an online setting where you're not there physically with them to coach them.
So what I do is usually people text me. It's like, hey, I need a program, or how
Right,
can you
need
coach me?
workouts,
Yeah. I did a lot of online coaching during COVID. So they I send them questions, a lot of questions. What's your goal? What's your injuries?
So
Kind of
you
level.
cater to the
Exactly.
client's
And then I
need,
program
right?
them. Exactly.
And you work.
Then I do,
plan the
I write
program.
down their nutrition program, and then their
You can even suggest nutrition stuff. too?
yeah. I'm
That's
not
nice.
perfect in nutrition because I never
Okay.
had the certification in
Don't-
nutrition,
okay.
but I know
You
the
try,
basics.
you
Yeah.
try.
If
That's nice.
yeah, I also, for example, if I found a person who didn't get any results, then I automatically switch them to a nutritionist.
Nutritionist.
I always prefer they do they have their own nutritionist.
Yeah,
first.
yeah. A nutritionist helped me a lot in my journey. So
Yeah.
I would say it's an important aspect of being
Exactly.
fit, you know?
So I write down their programs in Microsoft Excel,
Nice.
and then I put them, all the exercises,
You send-
sets,
you
and
send,
reps, and
because
also
videos of how to do the movements,
Exactly,
right? Because
exactly.
everything is on YouTube.
Yeah.
So you just link them that. Yeah.
Yeah, I also have my own videos, so I upload my own videos on
Even
YouTube.
better.
So
Even better.
yeah, it makes it easy, because sometimes like, no, I don't want this technique. I want
Yeah,
the one
yeah,
I do exactly. So that's
Sure.
why I send them the techniques. And then they record themselves doing the exercise, and then I try to correct them if there's anything wrong.
You
Usually
focus on
also-
form, right?
Oh yeah.
Because I hate it when
definitely.
coaches don't really focus on
No,
form.
no, form
They
is
just want you
everything.
to get the movement done.
Yep.
Form is everything. And I was
Exactly.
taught that. when I
It's
was
really
little.
important.
have you ever coached women though?
Oh yeah, I do a
Yeah?
lot of coaching. Yeah,
So
definitely a lot of
it's
women
it's
too.
different. to
I have
coach
almost
women.
equal men and women.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Mashallah,
So-
that's nice.
Yeah, because
I have
men
female,
focus on-
yeah. I've had female athletes too. A lot of kickboxers,
Kickboxers, yeah.
MMA fighters, jiu-jitsu practitioners.
You'd be surprised.
So yeah,
Yeah.
people want to lose weight, just want to get stronger. So you have just the whole population.
Now, I know we talked about you winning the third place, but how did that make you feel, accomplishing that?
It just it was an amazing experience.
Mm.
It just
What did it mean to you?
thrilling.
What did it
It
mean
was
to
very
you?
thrilling, because It mean because I just put Kuwait, on the top.
Yeah, let's talk about the other competitions you've been in.
I just been into powerlifting. I didn't really.
It's mostly powerlifting.
It's mostly
competitions,
powerlifting.
Like local
Even though
competitions
No,
or
he's done
championships
global.
here in Kuwait.
yes, local and also at collegiate level at my college university at FIU. So I got also first place. Actually, the first competition ever, I got second place, and the person who beat me was actually my colleague, so my friend. He beat me by only 2.5 kilograms. So that was crazy. I was like,
2.5 in powerlifting.
like everybody know exactly. So I was playing safe.
no
I
way.
thought, yeah. So only by 2.5 in total. If you take the total of the deadlift and bench press and business, I was like, wow, my friend beat me. I was like, at least he beat me, not.
Yeah.
But next time I beat him by a lot.
So, what advice would you give to people who want to become a personal coach and for conditioning and strength? Give us an advice for the audience who are interested in those.
For a person who wants to be a personal trainer, I suggest him not to take or stick to one system or one personal training or
School of
method or
thoughts.
school of thoughts. That's really important because a lot of people who take I forgot the name of it. It was like
I think we're trying to say the one approach might not fit everyone. So you need to know
ISSA, for example.
different
Have you ever
approaches.
heard of it? ISSA.
I heard of it, but I
Yeah,
don't
a
know
lot of
much
people
about
take it, but they don't take anything else. It's not the best one.
Okay.
There's a lot of other ones. There's much more. They're better. For example, the CPPS that I told you about. It's better to diversify, and then if you diversify from different schools, and then you get to have a lot of knowledge,
Right.
but then you get to choose which ones you want to use for that specific person.
Specific person.
So that's my
Personal
my
advice.
first the personal advice I give everybody. Be humble. Every coach needs to be humble. If somebody criticizes you, for example, or give you a
Be open
lesson,
to
be open
criticism, I
to
would say.
exactly. Be open to
Yeah.
criticism. Take
might
it.
be
Don't
good.
be exactly. So I never say that I'm the best coach, for example, even though a lot of people are like, hey, you are the best coach in Kuwait, but I never say I'm the best because
It's
for
not
me,
good to have an ego.
yeah,
It's not
exactly.
going to serve you well in the future.
That's very true. So, but I never say it's like, hey, like this is wrong, but I always ask questions. Why you do that? You know,
Right.
ask questions. Ask a lot of questions.
Yeah, especially in fitness.
exactly.
Ask a lot of questions, my friend.
And
Yeah.
also get a lot of personal, practical experience. Get to shadow people, not just one person, a lot of other people too, especially the best ones in the industry. So if you shadow them, you get a lot of practical experiences, and
Well said.
that's
Well
my,
said. Sounds good.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for your time here for today. We had the pleasure of getting to know you and what you have accomplished for Kuwait, so you deserve the spotlight. Thank you for your time.
thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for your time here.
Thank you.
We'll be back for the wrap up.
So we have reached the end of our episode from the Untold, and we had quite an interesting guest. He's very fit, I will give you that.
Yeah.
Being a coach and all.
Very disciplined, more importantly.
How do you become so disciplined? It's
I don't know,
hard.
maybe it comes with engineering. I don't know.
And maybe it comes with genetics
goes-
because my genetics are.
Genetics. I don't know. That's a different
It
topic. now.
depends.
Depends. Time management and genetics. I don't think
We
so.
need to have a genetic
There is no
specialist.
trait for time management, okay?
So,
Anyway, that's all the time we have for tonight's episode of The Untold. Tune in next time for a brand new episode with another guest.
good night.